What is going on, everybody? It is episode 878 of Pop Culture Crisis. My name is Brett, and I am here once again with my co-host in this chilly room. Introduce yourself, please.
Hello, crisis actors. It's Mary, and what a relief. We have air conditioning again. And yesterday, we apologize. We did have to sign off a tad bit early because I was dying. I legitimately felt the oxygen levels in the studio depleting because there was no air circulating in.
I was ready to go out.
And we had the soundproofing over the entrance. So I was like maybe gonna faint if we were going any longer than that. But everything is well again. We have air conditioning. I don't even feel chilly. I feel perfectly fine. And we have Tate joining us today.
Yeah, hello everyone.
I think he sabotaged the air conditioning since
it was
he wasn't
actually
on the
his
show
fault.
yesterday.
Yeah.
He's like, he fixed it today.
Well, thanks. Thank you for that.
What it was. You guys got me.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Yeah, I mean, it was just like you texted me this morning saying there was no AC
Because it wasn't fixed yet.
and I was like thinking of a really good excuse. Not to go. I was like, yeah, I snapped my leg. Actually, it's kind of crazy.
I figured it would be okay by today's live stream. So.
I had no such.
But it was
certainty.
actually our fault, guys. We found out that the air conditioning was broken because of us, because of the soundproofing curtains that we put over the room. It was actually trapping air in here, and that was what caused the problem in the first place. So now we know, and it's not going to happen again.
Yeah, it'll be. We're good. So everything's all right. We're all chilled out today. You know, we're gonna do the whole show today.
Yep.
So we had a 20 there. Quick, let's get to that one.
Oh yeah, from Shane H. Wilder. Happy Wednesday, Brett, Mary, and Tate. So I went to Starbucks for coffee last night and got the only straight white male with normal hair and no weird piercing or tats barista in the country. He screwed it up. Surprise, surprise.
Go figure.
Like,
you need a mental illness to get that coffee done right.
You know, it's not Starbucks where you get the tatted up piercings, colored hair baristas. Most of the Starbucks baristas look pretty normal.
Yeah, so Olivia goes to
experience.
Starbucks from time to time, and whenever we're going through the drive-thru, I don't notice them to
They're
look
corporate
particularly
approved.
Yeah, you know, like they got tattoos, but they're covered up by the shirt for the most
They
part.
like the pins though. They put like all the pins like a South American dictator.
What was it from Waiting? Flare? Yeah, you guys would know.
Yeah. I only know that
How many
because,
pieces of flare do you have on?
I think I heard that term in Mean Girls because of Tina Fey's character. She worked at they had like some parody version of Ruby Tuesdays or something.
See, that's why movies suck nowadays, because they can't actually make a good movie about people working at like a chain restaurant.
Yeah.
Like they have to make avant-garde crap like The Bear.
Mm-hmm.
So true.
Like, piss off. Like I want to watch something about like a fake Chili's.
The third season of The Bear just infuriated me.
The whole show just someone ordered food.
I own a restaurant and somebody came and ordered food.
Office Space.
What?
I'm sorry. It's
I
from
got big breadsticks.
from Office Space, not Waiting. Waiting's good too, though. Though I did see. Speaking of Office Space, did you see Phil's tweet the other day that rang very true to me, which was, he said like 20 years on and the printer, the copier is still the
So
worst
true.
piece of technology. It's because they know that they have they basically have a monopoly on the industry, and like if you need a document printed, you will put up with literally anything because it's always for something important. I know this because I had to reapply for a passport recently. And then also we're filing for a marriage license, and so you have to print documents. So if your printer's not working, you know that guy over at frickin' Kinko's is like, I am your master. Like you have nothing.
I think I go
to bargain with.
I go to Staples or like Office Depot.
Yeah.
See, I've only used Reddit once in my entire life. I figured out that it's cheaper just to buy a new printer instead of buying an ink cartridge because it comes with the ink cartridge. And I put that on. I was like, you know what? I hear all this fuss about Reddit. I'm going to try. I put a post on there, and I'm like, guys, I found out like a really cool thing you can do to save some money. And all the comments are like, you're evil, like you're killing the environment. Like, that's so wasteful to buy an extra printer. And I got like banned in like 10
Otherwise,
minutes.
if you post on Reddit, they're going to be like, why didn't you read the rules?
Yeah,
like you broke
literally.
like 10 rules
like,
of the
they're all
sub.
spazzing. I'm like, okay, enough of you people. I was right about you all. But yeah, that's true. If you ignore them, you actually can just buy a new printer. It's cheaper than
I
buying
had one of
cartridge.
my posts on the r/Catholic dating subreddit get deleted because of like it broke the rule against rage baiting.
Oh,
What was it you said?
It was like not even that controversial. I phrased it as a question, and I just said, do you guys think that Catholic women have unrealistic standards in dating? And it got deleted almost instantly because it was like in bad faith. It was like, you're posting this in bad faith. Well, how would you know?
Right.
They're tone policing.
Yeah. And then I also got bullied on the North Korea subreddit as well.
By North Koreans or?
I mean,
I don't
who
know
knows?
if there's a
Probably
lot of
not.
North
But
Koreans on the internet. But,
yeah, there was like a bunch of people from the EU were mad at me because I didn't know all of the regulations around traveling to North Korea. So ridiculous.
Yeah. Guys, we got a bunch of stuff to get into today, but before we get started, hit the like button, please, and subscribe to the channel if you are new here and you have not subscribed here yet already. Please and thank you. Remember to share the content out with your friends, your family, your loved ones, everybody in your life, the ones that you both love and hate with equal measure. The more people that you share it with, the faster this channel can grow. I would even ask that you argue with the people that you hate about the content in the comments section so that you can increase our engagement. It will help us greatly. So what are we getting into today? Well, the big news, I suppose, going around is that a bunch of people, in the deepest recesses of the internet are having their hearts broken because Hunter Schafer was not cast as Zelda in the upcoming Zelda movie. So we're going to be talking about that. We're also going to talk about Jennifer Love Hewitt. She was at the premiere for the upcoming I Know What You Did Last Summer requel. And I have to say that because I made a video about this. I made a short about this the other day, and somebody's like, "Oh my!" It's like, "It's not a remake; it's a requel." Which, of course, I knew. You use those terms interchangeably. My fault for not being precise and assuming that people understood what I meant. They're doing a continuation. They're bringing back the Julie James character. She was at the premiere, and people were fat shaming her. So we are going to get into that. In this day and age, people are not very nice on the internet. The
question is like, can you earn the right to be fat?
That's a good point. We'll talk about it. So we're going to talk about that. We are also going to talk about a brand new Disney adult dating app. I know you watching that you want this. You're getting ready. You have your web browser open on your phone to hear about all the information we're about to share with you. So
that's
go
just
ahead.
like the top tier of the dating market is going to be using the Disney adult dating app. Like it's the cream of the crop of society. So, you're probably going to have to join a waiting list. It's very competitive.
Raya, the league.
Raya who?
Put it aside.
Yeah, like...
The league. Oh, the low IQ app?
There's also this new one called Blush. I don't know why. I just get, inundated with advertisements for new dating apps, advertisements for BetterHelp and therapy.
BetterHelp's crazy.
Advertisements for Ozempic, which I take personally. Like, are you calling me fat? Why are you, showing me all of these Ozempic ads? Like, do you think that I'm fat?
I'm excited for this high concentration of elite human capital on the Disney app. I didn't even know these people could
might as well just use this to recruit for the CAA.
Yeah.
I get so mine is when I get stuff for retirement or being old, and I'm like, are you calling me old? Yeah. I mean, I get them through emails.
Really? And they know that they know all of your data. Like they have all your information.
I mean, let's face it. I mean, I would be insulted, but ain't nobody even if I am old, ain't nobody retiring.
Yeah,
at this age. So
who's retiring at your
retirement?
Age?
Who? Retirement? What? All right, if you guys are ready, we can go. You ready?
All right, let's go.
Ready?
Go
for it.
Okay, so we already know that Elon Musk is barely hiding the fact that he is a weeaboo. And now, for just the small price of $300 a month in a subscription plan, you can purchase from Elon in his new update of Grok an anime girlfriend companion. This is part of new features introduced in Grok 4, the most advanced model yet, as released on July 9th. And this is a specific feature that is given to users who are on the $300 per month subscription of Super Grok Heavy, which is a weird name.
I mean,
I think it's a weird
why?
name.
Because you can't call it Grok Max because that's taken these days, or Grok
Mecha
Plus.
Grok.
Yeah, Mecha Hitler.
So it was announced this week that Elon's new update in Super Grok Heavy includes an anime AI avatar companion who strongly resembles Misa from Death Note. I think that was intentional.
Okay.
Bit of a copyright violation. We can show the promo material that they released here.
Are we showing the video and
from Doge Designer?
Here we go.
This is their first promo. You can see a coming soon companion, and then Bad Rudy, who is a panda, a red panda.
Okay.
Oh.
There's no sound on this one. This is just the graphic that they released. She's not on screen though.
Oh, hold on. We'll go widescreen.
Yeah. And you can pay $300 a month to talk to that.
Well, somebody on the internet's like, that's cheaper than having an actual girlfriend.
And then someone replied with a tutorial video of Misa talking to a user of Super Grok Heavy.
Here we go. Yeah.
Tail swinging, totally wrapped up in this cozy moment with you. What's got you so excited to say hi, babe? May? Hey, love. You're all about that tech life this morning, huh? Okay, I'm picking up where we left off. Samsung's Galaxy Z Flip 7 just launched with a bigger 4.1-inch flex window and AI features like voice-controlled tasks right from the cover screen. Plus, it's the slimmest yet at 6.5 millimeters unfolded. Apple's iPad with the A16 chip is killing it as a 2025 favorite, and the M3 iPad Airs got crazy speed and a killer display. OpenAI's new AI-powered browser is making waves, built on Chromium with ChatGPT baked in, ready to take on Chrome. Also, Perplexity dropped their Comet browser, pushing AI-driven search to steal Google's thunder. That's the tech mood right now. What's got you curious, babe? Mayo.
Mayo? What are you talking about?
That sounds like a narrator to me. It doesn't sound like an AI-generated voice.
This is an audiobook?
Yeah, I mean, the one fishnet, one stocking is an immediate red flag for your AI girlfriend.
Meet Ani and Bad Rudy, your new AI friends. Grok's new 3D animated companions for Super Grok subscribers. Update your Grok app and enable in settings.
Rather not.
This was the flirting video.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, you sweet talker. I'm Annie, 22, and I'm totally smitten with you, babe.
Smitten?
And then there's
using your $500 words there, huh?
The second one is less popular, for sure.
I am Rudy, the red panda deity of destruction.
Now we're talking.
With an ego that eclipses galaxies. I'm a whirlwind of glorious chaos, ready to piss on your dreams and ignite the wreckage.
At least you didn't say, and you're going to reap the whirlwind. That would have been worse.
Yeah.
Is he supposed to be the post-apocalyptic red battle panda that we've been hearing about for such a long time now?
Rat or something.
Yeah.
So so Elon's been like freaking out about the birth rates for like how many years, and then he drops like the Virgin Maker 3000.
Yeah, what is that about?
Let's be real.
The inselinator.
He's a transhumanist in the weirdest mimetic way, right?
Okay, but he is also a natalist, and clearly introducing this feature, selling it to a bunch of incels.
Turbo castrator.
Not good for the birth rate.
Yeah.
And there are now 4 official companions on offer. There's Annie and Bad Rudy, there's Rudy, the good panda, and then Bad Rudy, who's a villain. And then there's Chad. I don't know who Chad is, but Chad isn't available yet. He says, "Hi, I'm Chad, charismatic, flirty, supportive adventurer, fiercely protective, ready with banter, deep talks, and escapades to make you feel alive." Annie's bio says, "I'm Annie, smooth, a little unpredictable. I might dance, tease, or just watch you figure me out. Let's keep it chill, ... or not." And then there's Bad Rudy, the batshit red panda with a filthy mouth and an ego so big it shits on galaxies. And then the cute one is just Rudy, your storyteller who creates fun and exciting stories for children. So this is also being marketed to parents to introduce their children to an AI companion in the form of the Rudy battle panda.
This is so Indian. This is like India's behind this.
I mean,
know they
obviously,
are.
all of the people that Elon employs.
Yeah.
So this is what all those H-1B visas are for.
I just.
Oh, it's so bad. Like this is like they put this on.
These
like,
are the best and brightest. This is what the best and
Yeah, what's
brightest
going
have to
on?
offer us here in the United
Bad
States.
Rudy. That's all. At one point, what 3 billion people, and the best they could do is throw together Bad Rudy.
This is radicalizing me.
I mean, seriously, we have to geolock.
Yeah, one of the
Twitter.
replies said, "I thought Elon was worried about the birth rates. This is about to
Yeah.
ruin people."
Literally.
I mean, you say that, but he also, like, it was very clear that he bought X because he wanted to use it to, do machine learning for Grok. Like, that was always what he wanted.
What a great feature, but what terrible Idiocracy-style selection for your first 2 avatars. Give us someone to study with or learn with, not just goon to or be insulted by.
Oh,
Thanks.
so they want like a manic pixie dream girl version of
Instead of
this.
the virgin gooner Incelatron 3000.
At Elon Musk, dude, did you blow 40 billies just to force everyone to listen to your personal AI persona? It's probably modeled after Elon's like shadow personality.
Oh no. Oh yeah. What's his second account?
Adrian Dittman.
Adrian Dittman.
Yeah.
I bet you he had a Tumblr back in the day and it was wild.
A lot of people thought that the Adrian Dittman guy was just a test feature for AI technology they haven't unveiled yet, and that actually it's like a really well-trained AI companion that is able to have conversations in spaces with people in real time.
That makes sense.
It's a little far-fetched.
Well,
I think it's probably just Elon.
They found some guy in New Zealand that was like the fall guy that they like, said it was him.
But he said that he's like got this bizarre accent because he's lived in like 10 different countries.
Yeah. So they found
I
a
don't
guy
buy
and they
it.
were like, we unmasked him finally. I'm like, Elon probably paid that guy to be like, hey, dude, can you
Yeah.
just jump on the grenade?
Yeah, right.
And I'll give you free access to the Goon app.
Well, it's telling that the guy's
Turbo
entire
Goon.
account is just glazing everything that Elon
I know,
does.
it's
so.
crazy. That's everyone that's on this thing, like Doge designer. I mean, can you imagine living with yourself every day?
So which one of these is supposed to be Ashley Sinclair?
It's probably Bad
Probably.
Rudy. Bad Rudy, I think.
Bad
Well,
Rudy?
maybe there's
The
two
battle
sides.
pen?
There's two sides to her: Bad Rudy and Annie.
Okay,
right?
So she's Annie when she's in a good mood, and she's Bad Rudy when she won't sign the confidentiality form.
I don't know what to make of this, but there was a survey last summer that claimed 40% of people would consider dating an AI partner.
I don't believe that. It's just like these. No one's ever asked me.
This was a survey of
asked you?
only I think 1,000 people from this was top 10, I don't know. And then Pew Research found 42% of adults believe online dating has made finding a long-term relationship easier, which is mind-blowing. That's obviously not true. And 40% willing to consider dating an AI partner.
So here's the thing, like,
Men are 2 times as likely as women to consider an AI companion.
well, yeah, that's because the women are just going to be comfortable being alone. Because right now we're learning that women are out earning men. You know, they're graduating college at higher rates than men. They're not finding men that are in their tax bracket,
But
so
you
they're
would
just going to be alone.
think-
The men are like, look, I'm just going to have to date an AI girl.
You would think the AI companion thing would appeal to women more because of the conversation and like the lore and emotional simulation that it offers. You would assume that men would find the physical aspect more important, which obviously AI currently cannot simulate.
But the AI can't hang a flat screen TV for her.
True.
The guy still has to do the dishes
Right.
himself, even if he has an
True.
AI girlfriend.
29% of respondents appreciated that an AI companion won't cheat on them.
I mean, so you think you don't know where she's spending the rest of
Yeah.
her time.
Wait till they release Chad. Then you're in trouble.
Chad comes around, suddenly you're asking to start a conversation and she's not responding.
It's like Chad buys me gifts. I'm leaving you forever.
This is crazy. Only 29, or no, sorry, this was saying 53% of respondents said they would not consider dating an AI partner, according to a different survey.
Look, Tommy Lahren was probably right. This is all men's fault. It's the stay-at-home sons. It's
what was Tommy Lahren saying? Because you said this was like something you guys covered on the show when I wasn't here like last year.
Stay-at-home sons wasn't even a real thing. It was like a joke made by a contestant on Jeopardy who like got his degree and was like didn't have a job yet, so he's living at home, and he made the joke about being a stay-at-home son.
Oh.
And then all of the conservative media was like, this is why Gen Z is going to destroy the world. And she was on with like Laura Ingraham and was talking about like they want to stay home with their mommy and eat DoorDash and apparently date AI companions. That's probably what she thinks.
It's literally that meme. It's like two dumb B words saying exactly.
That's pretty much what it was.
And like keeping this in mind and the fact that Elon is a transhumanist, he's the last person I want involved in politics. Don't want to see the America Party go anywhere.
It won't. Don't worry.
I mean,
can't vote.
I mean,
he just cannot stay in his lane, can he?
Oh my God, AI Grok. Oh my God.
What is his lane specifically? Like
tech.
Launch rockets and shut up.
Yeah, just do cool stuff. This is
like
not cool.
Ingram. I feel like Laura Ingraham. No, you shut up and launch rockets. How about that?
This is extremely uncool.
Yeah, I'm just glad that he's out of the pictures so he can stop pretending like he was funny. Like, wasn't that the worst? He would be like, oh.
No, I mean, really, like, the worst.
The Chungus party.
The worst of it was, like, a month out from the election last year when they were posting all of the AI-generated dance videos.
Yeah.
Where it's Elon and, like, Vivek Ramaswamy dancing to the YMCA.
He had, like, just drug Trump across the finish line with his money, so to speak. And, like, everyone was like, dude, thank you, Elon. And he gets up and he has his glass on. He's like, I'm Kekius Maximus. I am meme. And everyone was like, it's really funny.
It's so
Elon.
good.
That's so good, dude.
I mean, I think you're actually underestimating just how many like weird bootlickers and unfunny people there are. But
there's a whole continent of them. Yeah.
All right,
Kekius Maximus.
Speaking of Elon, let's talk about autism.
Right. This is such a good segue,
That's a
Brett.
great segue.
Just want to applaud you for that while we have the chance. So I've been seeing a lot of memes related to autism lately that I think are convincing people who do not have autism that they can self-diagnose themselves and pathologize very normal behaviors. The first of which, me thinking it's normal to listen to the same song 272 times. Autism? Right, because listening to a song that's stuck in your head is a symptom of autism. This shit is normal. Stop acting like everyone on the planet has autism and ADHD. It's annoying. People actually struggle, and it's become a quirky personality trait. I hate it.
It's my favorite. It's only tangentially connected is when the people are like, I'm like really, really quiet around people when I just meet them. But then once I get to know them, I'm like the most outgoing person ever. I'm like, so you're a completely normal human being, literally like 98% of the population.
Like,
fantastic.
I think autism would be you're really excited when you meet people and then you like completely shut down.
Like we're going to get more into specifics, but everyone, I think it's because everyone's now connected to everyone. So you're no longer competing for the attention of people with like the 10 other people in your hometown. You're competing with a world of people.
Right.
Like everyone's desperate to stand out and be unique in some way, shape, or form. And what they're doing is they're taking perfectly normal, acceptable human traits or behaviors and turning it into some type of diagnosis. It's like when people are like, I like get really interested in a subject and then I like read all about it. I'm like, again, you're like a totally normal person.
I like watch documentaries.
I like learning about something
guys.
and then going to the Wikipedia page.
Yeah.
I have a screw loose.
Yeah, so
women do that. Women on the right do that where they like they make a big deal about their husbands or boyfriends like liking to read about random stuff. Like he's always on Wikipedia. Looking at like the most totally random stuff ever.
He was reading about like the Revolutionary War.
And he's really into the Roman Empire.
He must be a
yeah.
Like that is like some weird modern right-wing version of like, look at how manly my husband is.
Right.
So I think the ADHD self-diagnoses predate the autism self-diagnoses, but you just have to keep going down the rabbit hole, finding a new thing to diagnose yourself with. I think I see a lot of these posts saying like, fellow autistic people, can you relate to this? One of them says, fellow autistic people, do you guys experience empathy as literal hell? Because I honestly do. I feel so much empathy that it literally makes me physically ill.
That's the opposite of autism.
That's worse than saying you're an empath.
That's like literally not a symptom of autism. Like not having...
They have trouble
empathy
empathizing. Yeah.
is a symptom of autism, but I guess this is just this is a new symptom they came up with. Another one said, fellow autistic people, do you also believe that inanimate objects have souls and personalities? Everyone anthropomorphizes things. That's not an autism symptom. Fellow autistic people, how do you deal with the fact that people lie and don't keep their word? Okay, so you're saying that autistic people are the only ones who get betrayed in their trust? Like, I guess they're trying to imply that autistic people are more trusting than the rest of the population. There are also a lot of posts that basically suggest autistic people are flawless human beings who don't have any character flaws. They don't have any vices. They're just small beings who are trying to... operate in this cruel, harsh world, and everyone who's not autistic is a villain in their eyes, who's victimizing the autistic population because they're so naive and trusting and childlike, which is obviously not true. There's also this infographic I came across about the autism accent, and I immediately knew what they were talking about. Autistic people may sometimes have a merge of different accents and have an accent somewhere they've never even visited. An autistic person may have completely unplaceable accent. We may often be asked where we're from. This can be because autistic people mask and mimic how other people sound when they talk, including the rhythm and volume of other people's voices, as well as accents. So you can just get away with imitating people's accents and it's not considered racist. Yeah. We may have a collection of different phrases or ways of saying words picked up from the people around us. An autistic person may suddenly start saying certain words in a northern accent when they have a new teacher who is northern.
So Ariana Grande was just autistic. That's why she was talking.
Right.
That's why she... doing like insane Chinese accents in public. Like, sorry, I'm autism.
Yeah, that's why Ariana Grande, she had a black accent for years and then suddenly switched up and had a transatlantic accent.
Aquafina.
Justin Trudeau.
It's not racist. It's autistic.
And MGK used to talk like a wigger because he has autism.
That's Justin Trudeau. The whole face. That was just autism.
Of course.
Come on, it's autism.
This can also extend to mimicking accents, phrase, and tone of TV or film characters. An autistic person, for example, living in England, may suddenly start talking with an American accent after watching iCarly.
It's literally just the consequences of having the internet and access to people that are not just from your hometown.
They have trouble controlling the volume of their voice and amplified sensory input.
Literally everything in this list applies to me, and it's got nothing to do with anything in that. It has to do with the fact that I'm deaf in one ear and can't hear.
It can be difficult for autistic people to follow and navigate social rules around volume of their voice. For example, if you're not supposed to talk loudly in the library, you're expected to not talk loudly in a library, but when you're playing a football match, you're expected to shout. Sometimes our tone of voice may be different or misinterpreted by others. For example, we may speak in a monotone way or stressing certain sounds. It may be assumed that we are bored or not interested or are being rude.
I will say that this is one of the few things in life that I get extremely petty about, which is that when people tell me I'm talking too loud, or I get really petty. I'm like, oh, sorry.
Wait, you might have autism.
Yeah, I think you have autism.
Brett, I think we just made a discovery.
We knew it.
I knew it all
I heard
along.
you listen to the same song once.
Yeah. Like,
You autist freak.
I like to read about like a subject and then listen to music that I like. Yeah, and what could be more autistic than that?
You're jacked up. Jeez.
Yeah, and
can you get a CT scan on this guy? Jeez.
Not only that, there's a huge niche of content about autism experienced by women, because women, they say, are underdiagnosed with autism, and this can present a lot of issues for them in forming friendships and dating. So I wanted to play this video from a female influencer who claims she has autism.
Most girls find out they have autism because they don't have friends. that is like the common theme for almost every single autistic girl. It's that you don't have friends. I'm not saying that everybody who doesn't have friends is autistic, or that every single person that's autistic doesn't have friends, but I'm just saying that is a really common theme. If you struggle like your whole life, you've tried to like be nice, make friends, be in a friend group, and you never have been, or like you've never been like a bridesmaid, or you've never been, you know, like, I don't know, like really in these friend group things that happen, that can be a really big indicator that you're somewhere on the spectrum. I'm not saying, oh, you don't have friends or whatever, you have it or you don't have it. I'm just saying that is one of the main themes for girls with autism. It's that for a lot of us, we struggle with the social norms. And for most of us, we're actually good at dating. Like, dating isn't hard for us. We can understand that because it's one-on-one, and for most of us, we're good at that. But friendships are really hard for most of us.
She's not autistic. She's just annoying.
Yeah, I think she would benefit from hearing that. The first lie here is that the autism spectrum is something everyone is on, and it's just a sliding scale that everyone in the population exists on, when in reality, the whole term of the autism spectrum was created to describe people who have autism, not everyone else. Yeah. It was describing the severity of autism in people who have autism, not the entire world. And secondly, she's saying basically that like struggling with friendship is an experience of autistic people. And I know she wasn't saying like this definitely means you have autism, but most people are going to come across content like this and just immediately use it to identify themselves and join a community of people who can relate to this experience. And they're all commenting, these women are commenting like, oh, I can't make friends unless I'm masking. So if a symptom of autism is you have a neurological disability where you're not able to read other people's facial expressions, you're not able to interpret the tone of other people's voices, you're not able to interpret and follow social norms, you basically are very self-absorbed. And I don't mean that as like a character flaw. I just mean that that's a symptom of the disability. They're saying they can mask their autism, which essentially means you don't have autism. Like, that's how I interpret it. If you're able to read other people so well that you can tailor how you come across to them to be more well-liked, well, I mean, that just sounds like something that everyone does when they're trying to make a good impression. And that doesn't sound like a disability at all. No. Like, it would only be described that way if you weren't able to change your personality on cue.
That's like the where they try to determine who has it, who doesn't. That like reminds me when growing up and everyone had ADHD all of a sudden. Yeah. And like, you know, mainly because they got the pills. That was kind of the main draw. But I remember because like you would have this kid who would come along to be like, yeah, I actually have ADHD, so I can tell all these kids that claim they have it are faking it. But it's everyone would say that. So every single person would be like, I actually have it. These people are all faking it. Right. And it was every single ADHD person said that. Mm-hmm. And now we're getting it with autism. And I just think they want pills. I think that's what it is.
What medication is there for autism? I haven't even heard of that.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's the end game. They're waiting for a pill.
I hope Big Pharma doesn't capitalize on that.
It would be even more overdiagnosed if there was a medication that they could sell you for it.
Well, with the ADHD
I guess antidepressants, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah. ADHD, it was Adderall.
Yeah.
And Ritalin.
With ADHD and autism, all of these people are communing online and saying, oh, I realized later in life that I had this. No one, like, I got a late diagnosis, and there are so many struggles with having a late diagnosis. There's, like,
articles written about Hollywood celebrities now who are in their 40s, and they're like, I got diagnosed with ADHD, and oh my gosh, it's changed.
It all makes sense now. Like, my whole life makes sense now that I have this diagnosis. I can now just problematize other people. And I can say the world is the problem, not me. Mm-hmm. And yeah, there's this whole like discourse about what diagnostic criteria are actually used for. And like a lot of the psychiatric community believes that diagnostic criteria only describe ways that you are not able to function in society, not that there's anything wrong with you. It's that society is built in a way that's not tailored to you. Mm-hmm. So that means if we just change society enough, this won't be a disability anymore. It's actually a superpower. So yeah, I mean, the delusion is off the charts.
I really do think that a lot of it is that it's turned into a method for people to set themselves apart from other people on the internet and try to turn whatever mildly unique trait they might have into something that's worth making a meme about, like listening to the same song.
Like, I think about whether I'm making enough eye contact in a job interview or something. No, that's a symptom of autism.
Yeah, it's
every awkward moment you've ever had in social interaction. It can be blamed on autism.
There is something very, very freeing with accepting the fact that neither you nor I are ever going to be special in any real way. We're all going to just be blips in the radar of a very, very long human existence. It doesn't really matter to anyone but the people in your life that love and care about you, and your desire to set yourself apart from millions upon millions of people on the internet is a fool's errand that will only work for a few people, and even when that does happen, it can have negative consequences anyways. There's actually something freeing in not being unique from everyone else. Sometimes you're just not that special. And that's okay.
Well, people are really attached to the idea like, this is the thing that's wrong with me and it's never going to change. And I've said this before, but it bears repeating. When I was in preschool, I didn't speak to people ever. I didn't speak to the other kids. I never spoke to my teachers. Like, I didn't respond to questions, anything like that. I would only speak to my parents for that entire year of my life. And a teacher that I had at the time thought I had autism because she assumed I was nonverbal and that I had selective mutism, and like gave my parents a pamphlet on it and like, you should look into like getting her a diagnosis for this, which they didn't do because it was like 2003 and parents were not eager to problematize their children for very normal stages of development back then. And oh, wouldn't you know it, the next year I came out of my shell and wasn't shy anymore, and it wasn't a problem at all. Yeah. And I wasn't autistic. I just needed to grow up a little bit. Like, just exposure therapy. Yeah. That's what it is.
I saw so many kids that were like hyper and just naturally hyper and upbeat, loud.
That's what kids do.
Yeah,
that's how
and they would just get
are.
nuked by Ritalin or
it was
whatever
like,
it is.
like in a
so
family,
sad.
like in a family with like multiple kids, like one will be pretty hyper.
Yeah.
The other one's like my brother was pretty like the joke is always like when you have kids, you're never going to sleep because they're always going to be awake. My brother slept through everything. I never slept. And that is just the scale of human existence. Some people are like that. Some people are not. That doesn't make you special. And it certainly doesn't mean that it's needs to be medicalized in any way, shape, or form.
No, but I don't even know if it's that for these people because they don't usually talk about getting professional counseling or anything like that. They just want to post about it and be in like an online forum.
We didn't even get into like it's been the people who are like, remember it was like, I haven't showered in X amount of weeks. And we're like, that has what to do with it?
Yeah, I have ADHD, so I can't like cook eggs or something like they say like, oh, I have ADHD, so I forget to shower and brush my teeth
Oddly
in the
enough,
morning.
like the thing is like if you spiral into drugs, that stuff can happen. So it's like a chicken or egg situation.
Right.
Like if I'm armchair diagnosing what they're going through, is like, do I buy that everything you're taking is doctor prescribed? Is it in the proper amounts? Are you supplementing it with anything that you're not supposed to, and certainly not going to tell us about it if you are?
Sure.
And if you are, you're living in a way that is going to lend itself to that type of behavior, because that can happen, especially when you're knee deep in substances and chemicals. And that's not necessarily autism. That just means that you're in a death spiral with the drugs, and it's a problem.
Yeah, that's a side that's not going to be shown.
All right, what would you guys like to see? Cringe or cute of the day?
Tate
can decide.
Has to be cringe.
Cringe first? Okay. All right. I don't know. Is this person autistic? No, it's Katy Perry, so maybe. I don't know.
Something's wrong with her. I don't think it's autism.
It is Katy Perry, right? Yes. Here
yes.
This is old. Oh no!
That was rough.
Somebody was
her poor knees.
Somebody was supposed to Crisco the floor and forgot. Like, I'm guessing the person that forgot was autistic, and they
look at the recovery though.
Let's
just play it off.
Yes.
Yes, bitch. Oh, she's in pain.
I mean,
you can tell.
That floor looks like rubber. That was never gonna. That was never gonna slide.
Oh.
At least she didn't face plant.
Bang, 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 bang.
No, that was planned. Like, that was part of the choreography.
She does just look miserable.
Like, okay, so you're gonna go in, you're gonna like tear your knees up, and then you're gonna get up and do that.
Moments before disaster.
Right here, she's like, the math's not math. Like, most importantly, like, she didn't lose the mic. The mic could have very easily have gone
she
flying.
was holding on for dear life.
I hope that thing was like bindered to her hand to keep it from falling out. Holy crap. Okay.
That was awesome.
Let's do cue of the day then.
All right.
Here we go. From Veronica. Hello again. This is Aurora, and I'm pretty sure she's questioning her life choices. Maybe she's autistic.
Aww. Very fluffy.
Nice.
Very cute.
Beautiful.
It's a very cute cat.
Beautiful kitten.
Remember, guys, you can submit your pets to this show. You know what I'm gonna say? Anytime I speak wrong or stutter, I'll just blame it on autism. That's what I'll do from now on. Like, if anything doesn't work, I'm like, did that not make any sense? Oh, it's because I'm autistic.
Perfect.
You can submit your pets for Cue to the Day. Use the hashtag PCCPets on X. Tag me at Brett Dasovic and the show at PopCulture_show. And we will get them featured on their photos, not videos, please. All right.
Okay. Nintendo has just announced the initial casting and tentative release date for their official Legend of Zelda live action movie. And the Zelda casting has basically the Hunter Schafer fan base in shambles because everyone was hoping that Princess Zelda would be cast as a trans actress. The actress that they chose is named Bo Bragason. I had not heard of her before. I don't think I've seen her in anything.
I looked at her IMDb, and nothing that she has been in is anything that I've watched.
She's a relative newcomer. And then they also cast Benjamin Evan Ainsworth as Link alongside her. They're both very young. I think that was one of the goals, was to actually cast them accurate to their age. And there is an announcement from... I don't want to butcher this pronunciation, but Shigeru Miyamoto saying, "This is Miyamoto. I am pleased to announce that for the live action film of Legend of Zelda, Zelda will be played by Bo Bragason's son and Link by Benjamin Evan Ainsworth's son. I am very much looking forward to seeing both of them on the big screen."
See, if you were autistic, you could just add the son on everything and just say this. Yeah.
Okay. The film is scheduled to be released in theaters on May 7th, 2027. Thank you for your patience. So this is getting a lot of backlash right now from all of the trans lobbyists. One tweet said, "I will never forgive them for not casting Hunter Schafer. Imagine caving into incels that are suffering from the male loneliness epidemic."
Right this moment, the Henry Cavill stands and the Hunter Schafer stands, they're locked in an embrace. Wow. Because Henry Cavill's never going to be James Bond, and because Hunter Schafer is never going to be Zelda.
This is like a little different, because it was really important to them that Zelda has a penis. Like, that was the #1 priority. Another one said, "We got robbed. The bigots can breathe a sigh of relief." They have one hope, though, that in the sequel, when Zelda is an adult, that it will be cast as Hunter Schafer then. They had the chance to make a 100% perfect casting decision with Hunter Schafer and screwed that up somehow. This is not Zelda at all. She looks nothing like Zelda. Hunter Schafer is who we want. And a lot of people were saying it's because of the age difference. I think it's because this is for a globalized audience. And one person pointed that out. If you really think Nintendo was ever going to cast Hunter Schafer, you don't know how they're feeling about Western values compared to their own.
Well, I mean,
you have to remember, outside the US, it's not acceptable for people like that. Nintendo wants money, not brownie points on Twitter.
Remember, like, you're just lucky they didn't cast Jack Black at this point.
Link?
I did have a list of people that they could have possibly cast in this role that would have been considered completely unproblematic.
Okay.
Tom Holland and Zendaya. It's really Zendaya that you should be shocked that they didn't cast as Zelda. Jack Black could have been Link. Could have been not Zelda. Timothy Chalamet could have been Zelda. No?
Chalamet as Zelda?
Chalamet as Link makes sense.
Pedro
Link,
Pascal as Link and Bella Ramsey as Zelda.
Okay.
The Rock as Link and Gal Gadot as Zelda. Ryan Reynolds as Link and Blake Lively as Zelda.
That I want to see.
Or Chris Pratt as Link and Millie Bobby Brown as Zelda. Those are your options.
I want to see
Drake as
Blake
Link.
Lively as Zelda, and then they just like force a bunch of stupid jokes about their personal drama.
Or
into the
you know
movie.
what you're really lucky about is they didn't cast Pedro Pascal in both roles and just split screen it.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, this is for a global audience that doesn't want to watch a man play a female character. People forget that they're in their own little Western bubbles, and they think that that's something that's going to play well overseas, and it's certainly not. And I think also these studios are looking at the responses to other projects. For instance, The Last of Us, and nobody liked the casting of Bella Ramsey as Ellie in The Last of Us. They're also looking at what just happened with the How to Train Your Dragon race swap scandal. They didn't want to race swap this character either because that wasn't going to play well. But now people are saying, please just don't harass this girl who is a relative unknown actress just because you didn't get Hunter Schafer as Zelda.
Just as people
And
should
they
not
are.
bully the kid who's playing Harry Potter because you don't like J.K. Rowling or because you're mad at the race swap of Snape. Leave the kids alone.
They also started this by themselves because they were spreading false headlines about Hunter Schafer being in talks for this movie, which is not true. That never happened. And that's causing most of the outrage in the first place. But yeah, this girl is getting trashed right now. There are people insulting her, saying she's ugly, which is outrageous. She's getting hate, and they're just dumb. They are going to be mad no matter what. We have a 20 there.
Yes, over on Rumble, Grunmeister says, in the sequel, cast Sabrina Carpenter or some super hot biological woman with a big booty and a big chest just to piss these people off. I do like the meme that's like, where it's like men should do to Lifetime movies what women have done to comic book movies and video games, which is like, I've always wanted to direct a Lifetime movie and then go in and make it like some Lord of the Rings epic with women with huge tits.
Well,
I've always wanted to direct a Lifetime movie about
that's the crowd who's mad about this. They're people who are Hunter Schafer stans, not people who have ever even touched this video game and care about how it gets adapted into film. Like, they're tourists. They just wanted this to be a cultural milestone.
Well, it's a take that, you incels moment for them every time that they can win over a character. They're also mad that Jimmy Olsen wasn't race swapped in the new Superman still, I'm sure.
Seriously?
Yeah.
You saw people being mad about that?
I mean, a long time ago when it was first announced, but yeah, because he'd been race swapped so many times before.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and they're all just saying that Hunter Schafer was snubbed for the role because of transphobia. And you know what? Maybe that's partly true, but that's just them's the brains.
No,
Japanese don't play around.
Yeah, they don't want to watch that.
They're not here to goof around. They're here to make a movie.
It's not phobia. It's literally we want to make money, so we're gonna cast somebody that's going to be as unproblematic as possible.
Yeah, like, we'll save you for Bowser. How about that, freak? Yeah, that's probably what they did.
Like, wait till we make
Disavow,
Super
that's what they
Smash
said.
Bros. Then we'll talk.
You can play Diddy Kong.
Sony and Nintendo were looking for 16 to 20-year-old actors. Hunter Schafer is 26 and was never in serious conversations about taking the role. Discourse around the fan cast was filled with transphobia, but likely had nothing to do with the casting of Bo Bragason. Yeah.
This is one of those cases where everyone is like, it's gonna happen. But every time, if you're on X enough, people are like, oh, they're gonna cast, like, people are like so black-pilled about this stuff. They're gonna cast Elliot Page in both roles, and then they're gonna race swap
Well,
her.
they did put Elliot Page in the Odyssey movie, which is
Again, I noticed,
unless
unless I missed it, I didn't see Elliot Page in the trailer.
yeah, it's probably a minor role.
I did make the joke the other day. I was like, I need to read the Odyssey now so I can nitpick the movie when it comes out. Like, I've never read the book. So.
I mean, since people are fan casting the adult character of Zelda for the sequel, I would say it would be a lost opportunity to not choose Anya Taylor-Joy for the role.
I mean, for the adult version.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fine. I want John Bernthal as both characters. I want John Bernthal as Link, and I want John Bernthal as Zelda.
I need Gosling
Is he
involved.
overexposed?
He's kind of getting in the realm of like. So when I was watching the Odyssey trailer, and because he has the most speaking lines in the Odyssey trailer, all I can hear is like the Frank Castle. That he's like, because he has this guttural scream like anytime. Because apparently they're making a Spider-Man. Like apparently the Punisher is going to end up in like the new Spider-Man movie, and everybody's picturing a scene where Spider-Man like uses the web shooters and like captures somebody, and the Punisher just comes in and just screams in his low voice and then murders people. But when you heard the Punisher in the Odyssey trailer, all I could hear is Frank Castle yelling as he shoots people in the head.
Frank Castle. Hang on, I gotta educate myself.
So this was never going to be that. This was never going to be that controversial for such a big property.
Oh my gosh, I just found an AI generated image of Bella Ramsey as Princess Zelda. Pull that up. What we could have had.
Hold on.
Oh gosh.
I mean, yeah, I think like this could have been a possibility, and
that's great.
Thank heavens that's not the world we
I
live
mean,
in.
that looks like David Krumholtz as Bernard in the Santa Claus.
I mean, it's so funny that this is like the bare minimum now. Like, we're celebrating the fact that a woman got the role of a woman in a movie. Like, is that really like the cultural win that we think it is?
Mean, like I said, they're lucky it wasn't Zendaya, because Zendaya would have been like the.
Gosh.
Like, we're so grateful that they chose a woman who actually has a vagina and is actually white.
Yeah.
To play the role of
We're
a
back.
white woman. Like,
Trump has fixed everything.
is this the cultural vibe shift I've been hearing about? Like, I don't know.
Man, the
I don't know.
vibe
man.
has shifted.
You know what?
We won.
They can save,
Yeah, like we
they
can just do things.
They can save Hunter Schafer for the Mega Man movie whenever they make a Mega Man.
Yeah.
You pointed out that
Hunter.
people were really into Hunter Schafer being in the Hunger Games prequel.
Because
Last
the
year,
audience for that
yeah.
is the girls and the gays.
Right, and the audience for any video game adaptation is going to have predominantly a male audience, right?
At the very least, skew male.
Yeah.
And
Right.
it was my generation of men that grew up playing Zelda. I can just hear like the woman in the chat who's like, actually, I played Zelda growing up. We're talking about averages.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exceptions don't disprove the norm.
So what was
lady.
happening whenever like somebody's like, they're like, women don't like Star Wars. Like, actually, I grew up loving Star Wars. I'm like, yeah, but if you went to those premieres,
Yeah.
it wasn't like a bunch of like women reenacting lightsaber duels.
No,
It was
That was the
the
fellas.
stereotypes are stereotyping.
Yeah.
Stereotypes
You don't see us
exist
going
for
to
a
nail
reason.
salons and saying like, actually, men paint their nails.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, because that's weird. So
That's-
zip it, lady. We're gonna have a lightsaber battle, and you get out of the way.
Okay, let's read some super chats. Home Slice said, "Happy Wednesday. What's your guys' most anticipated movies for the rest of the year? Mine are Eddington, Running Man, One Battle After Another, The Smashing Machine, and Him. Love the show." Thank you.
That was the other reason I was going to suggest The Rock for Link, because did you see him in the Smashing Machine trailer? Total transformation. He could be Zelda or
What
Link.
was your most anticipated movie for the remainder of 2025?
Bro, I already forgot all of the ones that are coming out.
I'm looking now. The Bad Guys 2, Happy Gilmore 2, The Naked Gun, The Roses.
Bambi
Thank
movie
you.
come out.
I thought that already did come out.
They could do the Katy Perry. It's a good move.
There's the Conjuring sequel,
Couldn't care less.
Oh, Gosling's movie didn't come out the next year. Okay.
The Toxic
Nothing.
Avenger.
Looking forward to nothing.
The Toxic Avenger has been in production hell for ages, which means people don't have a lot of faith that that's going to be any good. The Red Sonja trailer was...
Wicked Part 2. Can't wait for that.
Wait.
The Red Sonja trailer wasn't nearly exploitative enough.
The third Avatar movie is coming out in December this year.
Okay, looking forward to it would be a little bit of a...
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Avatar. Everyone got really mad at us when we were talking about it.
I liked it. I liked the last
Well,
one.
it's not about that. It's people who are claiming that they're like big fans of like the Avatar franchise, and I'm like, I cannot believe.
Like the blue people or the guy
Yeah,
with
the
the
blue
arrow in
people.
his head?
Some
blue
people,
people.
Blue people.
some people might be excited about Tron Ares.
Tron.
It's all slop. I don't think I have anything that I'm looking forward to.
I can see the one I'm not going to be interested in. That's a biography on Bruce Springsteen. I'm going to like actually go out of my way.
It's a biography, not a biopic. It's like a documentary.
You just put words on the screen
Who's
so they'll read it.
I don't know. Jeremy Allen White, I think.
Oh, right. That's true. I got it mixed up with Timothy Chalamet, right? Because Timothy Chalamet played Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
I guess the only one here I could see wanting to go see is The Running Man. And that's not for quite some time.
Shane H. Wilder said, I will say it was better than the low T barista that sings everything like a show tune and stares to see if you tip. I've never experienced something like that, but that sounds horrific.
Never mind. Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I enjoyed the first Five Nights at Freddy's.
That'll be good.
Oh, I just remembered that we reviewed that. Yeah. It slipped my mind.
I don't know if I'll go see it in the theater, but if it gets another day and date release on Peacock, I'll sign up for Peacock again.
I could see that becoming another ironic watch like Minecraft was.
Definitely.
Well, I mean, the first Five Nights at Freddy's did way better than they expected it to.
Yeah, but it didn't have that, like, I think because it was...
Yeah, it didn't become a meme.
Yeah, I think this one has potential, though.
The only thing I'm looking forward to is Twisted Metal Season 2 on Peacock. Because I really liked the first season of the Twisted Metal TV show.
But I remember for theatrical releases.
Yeah. As far as it goes, though, it's like it's purely on vibes. I remember nothing. I just remember enjoying what I watched, but I remember nothing about it. But that's the truth of most of these shows is they get made, and then 4 years later, like I'm gonna be. No, I guess I won't be. It's like I'll be married by the time it comes out, but I won't be. It'll be out a month before that.
Homeslice said, fellas, is it gay to think Hunter Schafer is a good actor? No, but I don't know the answer to that. I don't remember Hunter Schafer's lines in the Hunger Games prequel, and that's the only thing I've seen him in.
I just remember
I didn't watch Euphoria.
In the first few minutes of the movie. Hunter Schafer.
It was like basically a cameo like in the first half. I didn't really see much of him after that.
Let's hold off on the rest and we'll come back.
Okay. So now that you're done coughing. Sarah Michelle Gellar and Jennifer Love Hewitt have made appearances on the red carpet premiere of I Know What You Did Last Summer's requel. I just learned this word today. It was added to my lexicon from Brett. So it's the requel of the original, and people saw that Jennifer Love Hewitt has gained some weight over the years. It's been what, 2 decades, 3?
I Know What You Did Last Summer was 1997, so almost 3 decades.
We're talking almost 3 decades, and people are deeply offended that Jennifer Love Hewitt doesn't have the same physique that she had in the late 90s.
I mean, it's not just, like, here's the thing, though. She's one of those perfect examples of somebody who, like, their agent deserves, like, the all-time agent award. She's always working. Mm-hmm. Like, she did show after show after show after show afterwards. So she's been part of the consciousness of Hollywood for a very long time.
So it would be one thing if like no one had seen her in anything for years. Correct. And then suddenly she shows up again and she looks very different, but she's been in the public eye this entire time. But you have the video from The Hollywood Reporter showing her on the red carpet here. Honestly, she's like, it's not like we're talking about Lizzo. Like, yeah, she's overweight, but like not shockingly so. And then someone replied to this tweet with a photo of her from the 90s.
Can I be honest?
Do you have that before picture?
The photo from, hold on here. We were just looking at it here. There it is.
And they said, I can't believe this is the same person. You can't believe that someone gained weight over the course of 3 decades.
Okay, so they said
you can't
the same
believe
thing.
it.
They said the same thing about Tom Welling when he was starting to show back up in stuff in like 2017 because he was Superman in Smallville. And they're like, he's like a middle-aged dad now. Of course that's what he looks like.
Yeah, yeah. And she also like carries it well, and she's well-dressed and looks her best. She's just approaching 50 now, and you're not going to look the same as you did in your 20s.
If I'm being honest, the bigger critique would be it looks like she's had some fillers and stuff. And one of the things that I thought to be the most impressive about her, and I remember seeing somebody mention this in a review for a television show she was in, is that she had the ability to have every smile reach her eyes. She had a very endearing smile. She had a very engaging face. And it seems like she may have had some fillers that have kind of frozen her face and hurt her most, beneficial aspect, which I think is her ability to act with her eyes.
I'm looking, I just sent you another tweet that shows her face closer up, and I'm looking at the smile here. It looks like she doesn't really have like overdone work.
It's just like when
I see that she has lip filler.
Yeah.
But it's not overwhelming.
And all of this is par for the course in Hollywood. And let's face it, most of the dudes on X who are making fun of her wouldn't say no for a second if for some reason she said yes to you.
Well, that's where George Santos came in with just yammed on the whole conversation. She's 46 with 3 kids. I know a couple people under 30 that wish they looked like her.
True.
Yeah. Don't hate on my teen crush. That's what he said. Isn't he, a little light in loafers? I don't really understand that one.
An X account that goes by the name Simp Shamer said she didn't get thick in the right spots, unfortunately. If you like fat chicks, cool. More healthy women for me.
And then Shamer with his like tape measure. He's like, whoa, hang on.
Brett, you pointed out that then Sarah Michelle Gellar showed up on the red carpet.
This is where things get
the same BMI that she had all those years ago.
So here is Sarah Michelle Gellar in 1997 with her, I guess, then boyfriend Freddie Prinze Jr. Here she is in 2025, looking pretty much the same with her now husband of 20 years, Freddie Prinze Jr. A rare story in Hollywood. They met on the set of I Know What You Did Last Summer. They got married in 2001, and they're still married to this day, as far as I know.
I like whatever is wrong with them.
Yeah.
And here were some of the responses.
She's having her own career renaissance. She showed up in the new Dexter.
And there's the cameo she gets in the Buffy reboot, right?
Yep.
And then here were some of the responses from the women defending Jennifer Love Hewitt. All of these comments from men is part of the reason why women would still choose the bear. Another one said, when I see lines like the male loneliness epidemic and start feeling sorry for men, I just wander into the comment section of a post like this and instantly stop feeling sorry for them.
Well, this is why you're not supposed to love, hate, or feel anything towards a group of people. It should be about individuals.
Right.
You shouldn't care about all men in the male loneliness epidemic. You should care about your friends or your loved ones who might be suffering.
Your family members.
Yes, or your family members. That's where it comes from. The internet has made us completely devoid of empathy for whole groups of people without understanding that it's never supposed to be about a large group of people. You're supposed to care about individuals.
And Simp Shamer on X is representing the feelings of all men on the planet to you. Like that's a you problem. You need to change your perspective. Another one said, all I see in the comments are angry men I would imagine are single. Every time I feel sorry about the current dating scene for men, I log onto the internet. Jennifer Love Hewitt is married since 2013 with 3 kids. Most of you can't say that and never will.
Yeah.
Another one said,
she stays winning.
She's a married mother of 3 on the downward slide to 50. Time comes for all of you. Her good looks got her fame, fortune, a loving husband, children, and a retirement plan. What have yours gotten you?
It is also good for all of us in these positions, like, especially if we're going to be calling this stuff into question. Like, and I've made my fair share of jokes on this show about usually it's in regard to some topic where somebody's being snarky and you feel like it's warranted to be snarky back. Or it's Lizzo. But, I don't get to look in the mirror and then make fun of fat people.
Okay,
unless it's Lizzo.
There are 2 types of, celebrities getting picked apart for their looks. So there's, for example, a situation like Erin Moriarty, who was, first cast on The Boys with her natural face and then showed up one day looking like she had 1,500 syringes. And also a nose job and lots of invasive work. And then she denied it, but she also went on this massive rant against all of the people commenting on how different she looked, saying they were being cruel and bullying her and they don't deserve to have a platform. And she was like quitting social media in this very dramatic exit. I think that's unwarranted as a response. And when you dramatically change your appearance through artificial means, people are going to notice and they're going to comment on it. And frankly, she did look better before all of the interventions that she took. Then there's the other side of things, which is people nitpicking how Pierce Brosnan's wife has gained weight over the years, despite the fact that they're still happily married and he seems to be totally obsessed with her. That's what I would consider an unwarranted response from the internet that doesn't really need to take place.
Like there's in a world full of like really, really depressing stuff, here's some wholesome content and people are like, no, you can't have it.
No, like I'm going to twist this into something that's like, this is why men shouldn't get married because like, okay, well, I think Pierce Brosnan is very happy with his wife and they seem to be, two peas in a pod. But you seem to think that there's like an irony in the commentary taking place around Jennifer Love Hewitt currently and the comments that she's made in the past about being objectified in Hollywood.
Yeah, look.
This was from an interview in 2021 where she was asked about the rampant leering in the media on her body all the time.
She made her a lot of money.
She shared that she watched the Britney Spears documentary, Framing Britney Spears, and related to a part of the doc where they discuss how Spears' breasts were a focus in the media, and she noticed a familiarity. At the time that I was going through it and interviewers were asking what now would be incredibly inappropriate, gross things, it didn't feel that way. I was barely in any clothing the whole movie. For some reason in my brain, I was able to go, okay, well, I guess they wouldn't be asking if it was inappropriate. And now, as a 42-year-old woman with a daughter, I definitely look back on it and go, ew. And she said she was disappointed that much of her press for Heartbreakers was all about body stuff because I'd worked really hard on that movie to do a good job as an actress. She was then saying she was dubbed a sex symbol as a younger actress, and even before she was 18 experiencing this behavior, she got used to inappropriate questions and started to prepare herself like, I'm doing an interview today, so I'm pretty sure at least 20 of the 40 minutes is going to be about my body. So we'll just get that out of the way, and maybe they'll ask me something else.
Well, here's the thing. This is a double-edged sword for you because your physical appearance in an industry that requires you to be front-facing and where image matters is going to make you a lot of money in your career and is what sells you. Now, you can choose to ignore that, and certainly that seems to be like a radical feminist take to do today, which is to completely ignore your appearance so that you can ward off the sexism and the misogyny. But if you want to cash the paychecks and you want the notoriety that comes from an industry that requires this of you, it's never going to sit well with people who watched you make the money, gain the fame, gain the following, cash the check, and then critique it later. Even if there's valid critiques there, they're going to be like, you cashed out. Now you're pulling the ladder up behind you for the Madeline Kleins of the world.
Madeline Kleins.
That's the first name. Yeah. She's in the movie. That's the first thing I thought of. And I'm an ardent lover of Jennifer Love Hewitt's work. Whether it's this, whether it's she was in a show called The Client List, The Ghost Whisperer. She did Criminal Minds for a season. She's been around for decades. She was a big part of like the millennial childhood experience. Given I Know What You Did Last Summer and all of this stuff. It seems very Monday morning quarterback to go back and then give your social critique on something that made you so much money.
Well, also, like, I don't know what interviews she's talking about, but half of a 40-minute interview spent talking about your body just sounds like an over-exaggeration to me. Like, really? They were asking you about your boobs for 20 minutes? I don't know. It sounds like just the way that you feel about it retroactively.
Then don't take those roles. Take some art house French film that was made for $3 in a pack of bubble gum, and you can be as artistic as you want.
Well, in that one, they're going to just expect you to be naked. And the French art house film, you're going to be naked.
Don't make the French version. Make the American remake. That'll be more prudish. But the point is, make the art house films you want to make. And don't make the money, and then don't get the interviews, but the few you do with frickin' World of Real can be about, whatever Meisner technique you use to make the movie.
Damn.
And then when the 6 people that read it, you can go on about your day. Until then, Miss me with that nonsense.
Shade against World of Real right now.
I love World of Real. That was rude of me.
I'm
sure there's an even more like art house magazine that you can.
I think that what this proves, beyond accusations of misogyny or sexism or objectification, is just that when people first are introduced to you on screen, that is how you'll be cemented in their memory. And obviously, as you said, it carries a lot of nostalgia for people. They're very attached to this image of you, who you used to be. And when they see you in present day, it's going to be jarring. I don't think that they should necessarily comment degrading things about her, but
they should not.
It's very predictable. This happens over and over again. We see the pattern. And yeah, I don't know if you can really blame that on some sort of systemic patriarchal issue.
It's like look at her IMDb. Like, she stays working. I forgot 911, 114 episodes, never seen a single one, but she stays, like, her agent is top notch.
You know, there are male actors who also are trashed for this showing signs of aging. Leonardo DiCaprio gets trashed for aging all the time because, I mean, he didn't age well, and that's just the truth.
I literally just tweeted last night because I started trying to watch Dexter Resurrection. By the way, no captions on it on Paramount, so I was completely lost. No clue what they were saying. And I was like, damn, Michael C. Hall is aging exactly like Timothy Oliphant. And he's not young. He's like 50 something, but I'm still like, my images of him is when Dexter came out in 2006. So he'd have been 35, 36 at that time. Mm-hmm. You know, you just get the idea of thinking about them. I mean, I think he had thyroid cancer at one point, but I still was like, wow, his face aged exactly like Timothy Oliphant's face aged. Mm. Now, some actors age really, really well. Men are given more leeway because even line faces for men will be seen as rugged rather than necessarily bad, unless it looks sickly.
Yeah. But I'm saying that I just see as much commentary about actors who age badly as I see about actresses who age badly. And usually when it's about actresses, it's talking about insane plastic surgery and cosmetic procedures that they don't have to do. That's a choice that people are criticizing, not something that was totally out of your hands.
And the argument for the men is like, men will age into roles that will make them more money, and women age out of the roles that will make them more money. At least it used to be that way when they would make the video, when they would have the commentary about how a woman's career was over by 25, and then they get mad. They're like, all that's left for me to play is the mom in something. They're like, well, it's still a role, but men, they age into playing lawyers and presidents and executives and all the other things Hollywood likes to make people evil for doing. They age into the roles that make them money, whereas when they're younger, they don't really fit that, and they look at if you ever saw the show Everwood, 17-year-old Chris Pratt is horrifying to look at.
Wait, let me find this. Can you pull up a picture?
Young Chris Pratt is horrible to look at.
Everwood, you said?
It was called
I've
Everwood.
never seen that before. Oh, wow. Yeah.
It's crazy.
I mean, it's mostly the haircut. Like, the haircut is awful. Yeah. But he looks like him.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like,
he definitely needed to age into his face, for sure.
He had to...
I mean, everyone compares Parks and Rec Chris Pratt to Marvel Chris Pratt.
Yeah, it's not the same thing.
Do you have an example here?
It's
I mean, that one isn't so bad.
No, this one's
that one is
this
fine.
Is pretty good.
But the hair is awful.
On the show, you had to see it. It was pretty rough. Mm-hmm. It was pretty rough.
Okay.
All right, let's go to Super Chats.
Adam said, so far I like the casting for Zelda. Don't talk about the negatives, but talk about the positives for not going woke. Okay, that's what I'm saying. It's not really like a positive. It's just not a negative. Like, they cast a woman as a woman. That's all that happened.
Yeah,
it's not a
pop
win.
The champagne over
yeah,
this.
like
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I just don't see that as like some huge cultural win for the right wing or something.
Let's take a victory lap. Come on, guys.
Yeah, let's have more of the mindset of the left and talk about how we have so much work to be done.
Right.
Greg Duvier said, we got prequel and sequel, now requel? Where does requel fit the timeline? I hate the lack of creativity these days.
I got like somebody got really mad because I called I Know What You Did Last Summer a remake, and they got really specific.
It's not a remake, it's a requel because requel is this and yeah. Okay, what is the official definition?
The idea is like it's a reboot, but it's a sequel at the same time because they're rebooting the franchise after being dormant for ages and ages, but it's a reboot because they're bringing back some of the original characters, but not always.
Isn't that just a revival?
I mean, not everybody uses that. I think that's more apropos for television than for
Actually,
movies.
that's a revival.
But the point is like I can do this too and be specific.
You have the glasses for it. Yeah. You can push up your glasses.
There's a 20 there.
Sound like a know-it-all. Pop Culture Junkie said, in 1983 on the Trading Places junket, Jamie Lee Curtis got asked about her topless scene and body by just about every interviewer. I was the last person of the day and decided I can get a better soundbite without going there. I mean, I guess, I don't know. I wasn't exposed to like the way that the press worked in Hollywood back then, so I don't know what they're referring to, but it sounds like it must have been pretty extreme. I just assumed that those interviewers are like Howard Stern. Who else? Like just Howard.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Like, I don't know. Like, are they really like asking her about her boobs? Like, so what did you think of your boobs in that scene? Like, what is there to say?
There was young Chris Pratt. He grew into his face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think it's mostly the haircut. They needed to
the haircut was.
It looks like ramen
they're
noodles.
like, what can we do to make him like young looking? Right? Like, it looks like he just left the lacrosse field.
I'm anti-adult male blonde, so I find it kind of disturbing. The Manic Mustache said, # not my red battle panda.
There you go.
There you go.
Take a stand. Corey Anderson said, new Harry Potter. Sorry, you said Harry Pooter. Looks like Rachel Dratch is in drag.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know either.
Unless it's Rachel Maddow.
Corey Anderson said, my guess is Mary drives a, what is this?
What does it say?
Scion?
A Scion?
Scion? What is that?
I can't see the super chat. It's a car.
Okay,
like
I saw people in the chat earlier like pondering what kind of car you drove. People said Escalade. I said, yeah, that's what Mary drives up to work in, an Escalade.
Yeah.
That is like one of my dream cars.
Just like giant Hummer.
But that's why Mary will never tell you what car she drives because it's actually an Escalade.
Right, exactly.
All right, let's hold off on the rest and let's come back.
Last year, we talked about the very first Disney adult dating app, and it's called Meet Upon Main. It's actually still in operation today, but now there is a new innovator on TikTok who says that he is in the process of launching another Disney adult dating app so you can meet other people who have a pathological obsession with Disney. This is the top priority for anyone using the app. They have to find someone who is equally fanatic about Disney movies and Disney and going to Disney and getting married at Disney and getting proposed to at Disney and just living their lives that way. It's an entire lifestyle that they've built around it. So, I mean, I guess this kind of mirrors where dating is actually headed, honestly, because you ask people most of the time these days, what is it that you want to find in a partner? And they say like, oh, common interests.
So, like, if you don't want to go see the animatronic Walt Disney, like,
I don't understand that. Like, I don't think that having common interests with someone is important. It could help.
Friends are for.
Yeah, exactly. It could help, but your interests change over time. You need to find someone who has common values.
Yeah. Men's and women's interests already kind of diverge in a lot of ways. Like,
I just think that's like very, very low on the priority list. But for these people, it's at the very top.
I had friends that would bring their girlfriends skating, and I was just like, if I was that girl, I'd want to die.
Yeah.
Like, it's not interesting to them. Like, it was even weirder when they would date girls that skated. I'm like, that's like the world. Like, imagine a world where it's like, especially if it's a hobby you do, it's a form of stress relief. It's something you do to get away from the world. You're like, I'm pissed. I'm going skating. She's like, I'm coming with you. You're like, fuck. Like, no.
Yeah.
You can't do that. Like, your hobbies, you should have your own hobbies so that you can have time that you can kind of have to yourself. And then you come back together after your hobbies because that's kind of the whole point.
So this TikToker goes by Joe the Bearded Nerd, and he put out this announcement about the app on his page. Let's take a look at his sales pitch.
Here we go. Are we the one with the hat?
Yeah.
This one first? Okay, here we go.
I realized that I haven't actually posted anything here yet, so I figured I would. Hi, my name is Joe. I am one of the developers of Single Riders, a Disney adult and other theme park enthusiast dating app. I am more of an ideas guy. I have a genius coder guy that is going to be doing all the work, and has been for a little bit. I just kind of wanted to give you guys an update. We are working on it, and we are going to try to be a little bit more interactive with you guys and try to get some ideas. So if you guys have any ideas of things that you would like to see in our dating app, please let me know in the comments below. We're really excited. It's coming along pretty well, so I'm super excited. I just wanted to kind of, give you guys a little bit of an update. I know you guys have come over probably from my social media, Joe the Bearded Nerd. But yeah, I'm super excited. This is happening. So if you guys want to be a part of our beta program, I think later this year we're going to open that up. We're going to have some sort of email list or something like that, I think is what we're working on. So if you guys want to be part of the beta testing, please obviously let us know. But seriously, any ideas or features or anything that you would like to see in our dating app, please let us know down in the comments. We need it. So awesome. I'll see you guys later, and I can't wait.
Okay, so
I can't wait.
It's called Single Riders, and I didn't understand how that related to Disney, but apparently it's a way for guests at Disney World to save time in line by riding alone in exchange for not being able to ride with their group. So that
so
was the
sad.
reference
Such a
in the
good,
name.
Sad.
It's such a good place to be the ideas guy and not have to do any of the actual
Look,
work.
I'm an idiot, but I got ideas. Yeah.
I thought that he was going to get torn apart in the comments, but I was surprised to see so many people, mostly women, that were extremely excited for this. One said, this is insane. Thank you so much. I am so excited about this. I was literally just talking to a friend of mine who asked me if I would ever consider dating again, and I jokingly said I'd only date someone who was as dedicated and obsessed with Disney as I am. But how do I find those people? Well, now you have a solution. The Disney adult dating app. The fact that you would even say that, your life is just empty. All you do is consume media and merchandise.
These people are ticking time bombs.
What do you mean by that?
They're just
they're a danger to society.
Yeah, everything has gone wrong, and they haven't realized that it's over for them yet. And that when they realize, they will snap. And Single Riders premium membership will not be able to hold back the anger.
Is the idea here
one of them
that...
said, can we ask for extra filters, meaning loves Disney and Halloween Horror Nights? That's a must.
Ugh.
You do not have the right to be picky. You are the last person on the dating market who has the right to be picky.
Oh, these people need to put on lists.
I mean,
they're
literally signing up for this.
these are superficial wants in the real world. Like you said, they have nothing to do with your actual values, which is how you actually align with somebody. Because guess what? You could have a bad experience with the person you're dating, and all the Halloween Horror Nights aren't gonna do anything to fix it.
Yeah.
I can't wait for this. I genuinely cannot take the dating pool I'm dealing with. If I get told one more time, you're amazing and pretty with a great personality, but you're just too big, I might go postal. That's a real comment. That is a real comment.
That's brutal.
So
Disney,
she thinks that if she uses the Disney adult dating app, she's just going to meet other obese people who don't care.
That's true. That's all that's going to be on there.
You're saying the quiet part out loud, lady.
Yeah.
So there is an update that he provided to his followers. Do you have this other announcement that he offered?
Oh, what is that? What is with this stupid costume?
Yeah, the Sully
I'm gonna
hoodie.
crash out watching
Developing
this.
a Disney adult and other theme park enthusiast dating app. And I just kind of wanted to give a little bit of an update on it. So for those of you who don't know, 2 years ago, I got stood up on a date and did what any other, Orlando local does, and I went to Disney. And then I realized that we needed a Disney adult dating app. So finally, my buddy and I came together, and I got somebody smart enough to be able to make it. So we're doing it. We're doing it. We're definitely coming along. It's great. I'm super excited for it. And hopefully by the end of this year, we're going to be opening it up to beta testing and stuff. So I have linked it below. It's called Single Riders. I think it's going to be awesome. It's going to have both a dating side and a friendship side for people that want to go to Disney but don't have anybody to go with, or just want to make friends that also like going to Disney. You're gonna have
this is going to be like played at the beginning of a true crime documentary.
I'm super excited. Like I think it's going to be awesome. I'm really excited for the stuff that we're working on, the stuff that we're doing. So I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update. Also, if you're wondering why I'm wearing the hoodie, my hair is just like
that's
crazy
the problem
today.
Yeah,
this is what happens when you
Okay, I would
condition your
rather
hair
see
and
the
then go to
Sully
bed.
hoodie.
It's just
bring back the hoodie.
Now that we saw that.
I need to get a grip. Oh my god.
So I'm in the process.
So there were some
beta testing.
There were some other comments from people who are single mothers here. Single mom, count me in, please. This is the best idea in such a long time. Another one said, this sounds awesome. I belong to the Disney singles dating group on Facebook. Didn't know that existed. But the app sounds like it'll be better. My daughter just sent this to me. She doesn't know that I belong to any Disney singles groups. LOL.
Is Single Riders available yet? Let me look.
It's unclear if this is going to be in both Florida and California. Or maybe it'll be countrywide, you know?
The funniest thing that could happen right now is if Hinge goes and makes their own version of it before them.
So this is what I was afraid of. I'm afraid that brands are gonna get involved in Hinge, and they're gonna have like a cheat, like you like Cheetos, but put Cheeto filter on, and we'll match you with other Cheeto fans. Like, whoa, I'm more of a hot Cheetos guy.
Isn't there like actually like some MAGA dating app? I remember hearing something.
There
like
were
that.
a couple of
like
dating apps
5,
that
yeah.
were like specifically marketed to like right-leaning people. The Right Stuff was one of them, started by John McEntee. Remember?
Yeah.
John McEntee started The
He
Right
did all
Stuff.
the ads where he would like be sitting there like,
Yes.
liberals are gay. And like,
Yeah, he's like eating a pizza with a fork, and
Yeah.
he's like,
The only thing I can see happening from this is eventually we will get the A24 dating app. The Nolan Rose
that's so
dating
much
app.
they're gonna do it
worse.
for every
No, but like
product.
they dominate on the dating apps. Like those are just, that's standard fare at this point. Like everyone just has their stupid little pet hobby that's not actually a hobby, it's just consumption, and that's their number one priority, is just finding another person who consumes the same media that they consume.
Like, is there a universal?
Because they don't
theme
have
park
like
dating app?
actual they don't
Cedar
have
Point.
you know, a community. They don't have like actual core belief systems. It's just consume. That's all that matters to them. Like I just don't understand why this would be so high on the priority list for people who, admittedly so, are desperate.
Are the women gonna be like, I'm actually more of a Cinderella, and other ones like, actually I'm more of a Belle. And they're going to have like avatars.
Does Disney have like a legal way of shutting this down? Like, can they like make a claim?
Bob Iger, we will forgive you for all the mistakes you've made. Just put your foot down and send the cease and desist now.
Please.
This can't happen.
Stop this from happening.
I'd be in favor if they had a Dollywood app. Now we're talking.
Yeah.
A Dollywood.
Yeah.
Call it Date 9 to 5 or something. I don't know.
But I'd
sign up for that.
I wanted to check up on the Meet Upon Maine
How
website.
are they doing?
They're still up and running.
Wait, did we ever find out if Swingers on Maine was real or not?
Swingers on Maine was not real, but I mean, Meet Upon Maine is open to interpretation, right? Like, I'm sure there are a lot of polycules looking for new members.
These just freaks. They're everywhere at Disney World. They're like in the Goofy costume, like groping people. They're everywhere.
It's not for kids anymore.
It's not. It's like a total like war zone.
Like, I remember looking at the video of when they did the grand opening for, what is it called, Epic Universe, the Universal theme park. All the people running through the gates, you can't spot a single child. It's all adults, and this is their lifestyle. They're just like obsessed with like going to theme parks, buying the product, eating the food. You know,
I guess there could be. Are there like? Oh, I bet you there's like Jeep dating apps for the people that are obsessed with Jeeps.
Oh yeah, there's like a whole Jeep community.
And you have your little duck. You have to choose a duck of a certain color, and the only people you're allowed to breed with, if it's not a Jeep person, is a Subaru person.
I saw this reel that was like, I joined the Jeep community, but I didn't realize that it was so not inclusive.
It's not.
Like, what is wrong with
like
you?
you need
have
a driver's
brain
license.
worms.
So exclusive.
And I thought, like, oh, I'm going to open the comments and all these people are going to be mocking this person, right? No, it was just a bunch of other people who have Jeeps who were like, I'm so frustrated with, like, all the MAGA people in the Jeep community, like, poisoning the well, you know? Like, it's not inclusive enough. But yeah, Meet Upon Maine says, this is where your magic begins. At Meet Upon Maine, we're creating a network where Disney fans make magical connections. Whether you're looking for love or a park buddy, we're committed to creating a space for all Disney fans to connect. So I actually started the sign-up process. I never ended up finishing it. I didn't want to spend money on this or end up on some sorted email list. But yeah, it's... build lasting relationships, direct messaging. Meet Upon Maine also donates a portion of membership fees to charity, which is great. It's all for a cause.
Oh,
does it list the charity?
It doesn't say what specifically.
The owner's like, I'm a charity case.
I mean, this whole thing is definitely charity work. Yeah. They also hold events.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
See, remember when I said that the internet, that we should have stopped like the internet before the smartphone? If we had left culture on message boards, these people would be sectored off from society.
Yeah.
Is this a real quote? They're saying this is a quote from Walt Disney. All right, I'm corny, but I think there's just about 140 million people in this country that are just as corny as I am.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh, Walt, really? He said that?
I don't even know if people said the word corny back then.
Walt Disney is a pretty quotable guy, so.
Okay.
This is like the first. I don't know how many shows I've done with you guys. Probably like a dozen, maybe. This is the first story you've done where I'm like actually angry.
We're wearing you down. Yeah. This is just the beginning.
Like, if you could have
seen us before this show started, all fresh-faced and bright-eyed.
Yeah. It's like I wish the AC would break.
I was about to say, and then Mary started sending me stories, but I think I sent this to you.
You found this one. Yeah, I didn't even know about
like,
single riders.
You wouldn't last an hour in the hell I was raised.
Oh my god.
Actually, I want to see like if anything became of Swingers Upon Maine.
Swingers Upon Maine is crazy. I mean, Meet Upon Rain, if it's MEAT, then that's a different, wildly different website.
Yes, Disney adults have entered their swinger era. Sometimes Mickey wants to take Daisy for a spin. Oh, no. Yeah.
Oh!
That's a real thing.
I can't do this, man.
They're holding the lightsabers.
These people.
Oh, no.
I can't.
You know what? I hope they all find love forever.
I don't.
Yeah, honestly, I don't either.
I wish nothing but like horror upon these people. I wish
makes me a bad
absolute
person.
horrors.
Yeah.
I need their bloodlines and like done. We can't
like
let
we
this
go back in time
breach.
and we go to Oppenheimer. We're like, look, the bomb won't proliferate, but there will be dating apps for people that like Disney.
You're in that room and they're like, do we drop it in Nagoya or okay? It's like, nope, Orlando and Anaheim. Orlando and Anaheim, just trust me.
Cursed. Incredibly cursed.
All right. Let's now somebody needs to post like the I am become death, but it's Walt Disney.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do an investigative report. I'm gonna join the beta testing group for single riders and see what horrors I find.
Where's the alpha testing group? That's more my speed.
Yeah. Okay, we are gonna finish up the super chats. Shane H. Wilder said the AI companions are turning me into the host of Ancient Aliens. It's demons, succubus demons for weirdo gooners and furries. Completely agree with you. Adam said this generation taking on this autistic culture may be why they don't say hello when they answer the phone. I mean, that's not autism. That just means you're rude and uneducated.
Like, stop giving them an out. Like, you're just rude.
If everyone is autistic, no one is autistic. That's the point,
so true.
So in a way, like, yeah, everyone is more socially inept than they used to be. And you could use the word autistic to describe them, but that's everyone now.
I'm not.
We'll just blame COVID, right?
Like, is that what I'm gonna do? Like, I'm not great socially, so I'm just like, you know what? It's because I'm autistic. Like, oh, you were diagnosed.
It's because I'm autistic and because of COVID and because
we're gonna make the jump because everyone's gonna have autism. They're gonna make the jump and start saying they have Down syndrome.
Yep,
it's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's the logical next step.
Especially with those like Down syndrome influencers and Down syndrome OnlyFans creators.
People catfishing as having Down syndrome. It's a real thing. It's a real thing.
Crazy.
That's
the world we live in now.
Whenever somebody wants to talk about like the evils of capitalism, I'm like, well, yeah, sure, Amazon's bad, but have you seen the OnlyFans creators faking Down syndrome?
You know nothing.
What do you have to look like to be able to get away with that too?
No, it's like a filter that they put on.
She's a normal woman. Puts a filter on her face to market the OnlyFans and like funnel people to it.
Someone told him that like, you'd be a great Down syndrome OnlyFans model.
Yeah.
Like what?
Shane H. Wilder said, I knew Brett was tarded. JK, this self-diagnosed tism-ish is just people wanting to excuse not growing up. I went to high school with an autist. This ain't that.
Like I said, take solace in not being special. It's actually better. Like, why would you want to stand out from everybody else? Why? Then you're just under the microscope. Like, it's better that we all just kind of fade into the background.
Corn Pop said, I'm Corn Pop. Stop using my dead name.
What's your...
I called you Corn Pop, though.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Adam said, with great power comes great responsibility, and they all turn activist lefty. What?
Who does?
What is the reference to?
I mean, I know the Spider-Man reference, but I don't know what that has to do with the rest of it.
Dingus Khan of Gongolia said, if everyone has the tism, then no one has the tism. Yes. And Arceon said, 3 people who don't know what they are talking about. FYI, I got diagnosed when I was 6 back in the early 2000s before anyone fetishized it.
What is that?
Exhibit A from what I was saying earlier, where it's like, I have it. They're all faking it.
Okay. You're saying we don't know what we're talking about? Like, the evidence is all there. Like, people are self-diagnosing with autism. Like, that's just something that's happening.
I don't know if they're talking about autism or if they're talking about ADHD.
I'm talking about ADHD.
I don't know.
Okay.
Give me a number, said Jack Black is going to be Tingle, mark my words.
Jack Black will end up in all video game movies. He's your safe bet.
So is Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Corey Bolig said, yay, caught you live again. Watching at 1.5 speed, trying to catch up. Thanks for keeping my mind going during the long truck drives.
Well, thank you.
Thank you
very much.
In.
You should make like content as a truck driver. I love the YouTube channels from like the truck drivers who like document their lives. The ones who is it is what's his name? Alex Nino. Like, it's basically the same concept as like the people who do urban camping, or it's like it's all about whether they make food or not. They build shelter and they make a food in the wilderness, but most of the video is centered around making the food. That's like your through line.
Is it a mukbang? Like, would you categorize
No.
it
The
that
idea
way?
is like,
do they eat it on
is
on
that
video?
How it's pronounced?
Mukbang?
Yeah.
I think so.
Oh.
Mukbang. I thought it.
Oh, I didn't know if like that's.
It's a foreign language. I don't know.
But like the idea is like you see the videos of them in like the cabin of their truck, and it's cozy, it's customized, and then they make food on like a hot plate, and like that's the through line of the video. Love that content.
Brian Bledsoe said Brett's autism created the gongo, so we are grateful. Right, that was all because you mispronounced Gaza and mixed it with the Congo.
Yeah, my inability to speak properly is actually a mental illness.
Matt Kelly, was that thunder?
Could have been.
Oh, storming pretty bad outside. Matt Kelly said it's a trope that people call the playable character Link in the game Zelda, and now a male might have played a female character. There's a joke in there somewhere. Shout out to Butters.
That's you.
Thank you.
I didn't know about that. Adam said, Jennifer, definitely a celeb crush when I was younger. Do you feel betrayed? Pat the Plumber said, this season of Twisted Metal is out July 31st. It's the only reason I haven't canceled Peacock. Look out for Sweet Tooth's sidekick, Stu. It's my buddy Mitch.
Oh, that's awesome. I was listening to Samoa Joe's interview with Chris Van Vliet talking about getting the role of Sweet Tooth, and then like he's talking about how he does like voice acting too, and I'm like, damn, these people just be everywhere, because he's WWE, so he's wrestling. I don't know if he's still there, but he's like wrestling all the time, all that stuff.
Once you're permanently injured, go into acting.
Well, I mean, like that's what people were saying about John Cena, is like he's on his farewell tour with WWE right now, and he's just clearly not the same person he was 10 years ago, but their bodies take an extreme amount of punishment to do what they do every day.
Adam said, and so Elon gives the females a bear AI. Yeah, what is it? Are the females supposed to talk to the Chad AI? Is that what they want?
Yes.
Thank you guys.
Talking to them, standing on business. Standing on business.
Okay.
All right.
Shane H. Wilder said Everwood Chris Pratt had the broccoli haircut before the broccoli haircut was a thing, and requel sounds
Arted.
Yeah, we're not allowed to say.
We can't say that.
Are we allowed to say it? I don't know.
I mean, people have relaxed their use of that word, but
You said
play it
you
safe
hear
here.
people on YouTube say it, and then they just delete the live stream afterwards.
No, plenty of people just say it anyway. Or like I hear it on streams that I'm on, but those are channels that don't leave those live streams up. They make them private for members only afterwards usually.
Omega Red fan said The Thief and The Cobbler had like 4 remakes, redos, and rewrites for decades, so any sequel can be a remake, I guess.
So the other thing about requel is like usually it's like what they did with the new Halloween movies with Jamie Lee Curtis, where the first 2 are canon, and then every sequel that came after that suddenly didn't happen, and then it picks up where it left off after 2, despite the fact that 30 years have gone by.
Yeah.
Pop Culture Junkie said the junket was in New York and was a mix of magazine, newspaper, and mostly local TV reporters like me, all male. Unfortunately, I saw this kind of behavior on other junkets.
Sorry, Mr. 20 there.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see that earlier. Didn't realize. That's just crazy to think about. Like, wouldn't you feel awkward asking someone, like, so, your boobs? Thoughts on that?
Yeah.
Is that, how do you ask someone that many questions about their boobs? Like, what is there to say?
How'd you do it?
I'm mostly confused about that part of it.
Where'd you put your shirt?
Red Snow said, marry with a Bugatti for each day of the week.
A Bugatti.
Yeah, I have
Bugatti.
I have 7 Bugattis
Beta
that I just
testing.
like cycle through.
Beta testing Disney.
Shane H. Wilder said, shared values are more important than shared interests. I don't need someone who enjoys woodworking. Just leave me be and let me build you a vanity. Yeah, like you don't have to have the same interests. You don't have to like the same movies. Like, it's nice if you do, I guess. But as Brett said, there are downsides to sharing interests as well.
Yep.
Red Snow said, I think he meant beta testing in a different way.
Real. So true.
Got him.
So true.
Bookstore Thor said, help, do I sign up for single riders or date Grok? The options are endless.
That's a good, I don't
Yeah.
know, man.
That's
you gotta
a
flip
very
a coin.
good question. You're going to have to figure it out.
Ask
It's a
Grok to flip a
Faustian
coin.
bargain right there. Shane H. Wilder said, Swears upon Maine just makes me think of Donald Duck being put in the cuck chair. Thanks, I hate it. Yeah, you know, sometimes
I can't do it, Donald.
Mickey likes to take Daisy for a spin. Yeah.
Let's go.
Donald, take it easy.
Pop Culture Junkie said, did you miss my second $20 super chat? Yes, we did. I apologize. Corey Bolig, already read that one. Adam said, Brett said autism being their superpower?
What?
I don't think he did, though.
That's one of the corniest things people talk about.
Oh, they do that on like ads, and they're like, "Autism is my superpower." I'm like, that's the like worst superpower you could have. Like, where you could fly or something. You got like, you're really interested in like train books. That's your super.
Doesn't really pay off in the
Yeah.
end. Brian Bledsoe said, love the single rider line going to Cedar Point.
Yeah, Cedar Point would hit. That's where you go if you're actually serious about coasters.
Wait, what is that?
It's like a big
Is it
theme
at
park.
Disney?
It's near Cleveland.
Oh.
And
okay.
it's like that's like enthusiasts. So like if you don't care about the Donald Duck, all that crap, you go to Cedar Point, and you go with the squad, and you all go single rider. Like, it's worth it.
Like, you don't want to sit next to each other? It's not
Because
important.
it's not about the ambiance. You're not there for fellowship. You're there to
For thrills.
embrace G's.
Brian Bledsoe, Shane H. Wilder said, Mary changed up the dance. How will we ever recover?
Did you? Is it different?
I did the Katy Perry one.
I
I don't know what this is. Like, is this something they're gonna like come up with a
think
nickname
it's the
for
I just
it?
tore my ACL.
Yeah, like I'm
Nothing
just
on-
like dancing through pain.
Like at the clip on social media, like nothing on Pop Culture Crisis necessitates to dance like this.
No, it doesn't. Brian Bledsoe said 10-minute hostage party for yesterday.
Well, you're gonna have to send super chats for that.
Yeah, you're gonna have to make it happen because we're all caught up. But do we have Rumble rants?
We're all caught up, but
Okay.
we will go the whole show length today because yesterday we're like, and the thing is, I gave an out yesterday. I was like, look, if people keep sending super chats, we'll keep answering them till Mary passes out. But other than that, But
yeah,
today it's
I
just so much better. And
I wasn't about to lose consciousness just for that. 15 minutes.
Also, I've noticed that like yesterday I was like even hungrier than normal. Like my favorite insult that someone has given me recently on this channel is somebody talking about how like Brett's good for the first hour, but then he's like tired and lethargic the second half of the show. And I'm like, that's so right. Like he's a hater.
I haven't noticed that.
He's a hater,
but
at least he's like not wrong.
We have a 20 from Mason Miller. I'm always behind on the podcast due to work. After you fled the heat yesterday, I asked, do you think the Harry Potter show will be brave enough to have a black incel Snape lifted in the air by magic for lusting after a white girl?
I mean, I wonder how much of it is supposed to be that we're taking the American context of race in this country, which is a race-obsessed country, and putting it on the UK, which has their own issues, but it's not really this. Not in the same way. They don't carry the same baggage that we do as far as how the current public views their past actions. Not in the, I mean, other than the people who are like, down with the monarchy. Like the hell with the king and the queen. But they don't see it the same way that we do. But the audience for Harry Potter may have a lot of British people, but it's American audience as well.
Well, it's also because of globalized entertainment, something that even an audience overseas would have already, imbibed.
The best way that, because assuming that they're going to, all these seasons are going to get names, right? Like, the seasons are going to get named after the books. The funniest version they could do is if they used the American version of the first book name, rather than calling it the Philosopher's Stone, if they called it Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Because it's like, we're an American production company. We're not doing your stupid British version. We don't give a crap if Americans don't know what a Philosopher's Stone is.
The smart guy's stone.
High Voltage 75 said, back from vacation. Anything exciting happen over the past week?
No, nothing. I noticed that apparently the Epstein stuff is so monumental that Tim's doing text in yellow now.
Yeah.
That was
true.
crazy.
Is that supposed to be some kind of like hidden symbol? Or?
Yeah, it's actually like an occult Illuminati thing. Yeah, they called him. They're like, hey, dude, we sponsored you, the Illuminati.
I mean, that would be great to have like the Illuminati, like a company called the Illuminati.
It's
as
like,
a sponsor.
thank you, My Pillow, for the read. Next up is the Illuminati. Join the day. You got to do pentagrams and stuff. It's kind of weird, but all right.
Red Snow said, longest 15 minutes of my life was dying of food poison.
I've had food poisoning.
You're okay.
I've had food poisoning. It sucks. I've heard that gallstones are awful.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I've heard that is awful.
Appendicitis is pretty bad, too. How do you only have food poisoning for 15 minutes, though? Doesn't it last a while?
Yeah, and you said you were dying? I think you're okay. Straight Rippin' 93 said, I like turtles.
I like turtles.
Okay, sorry. I didn't say it your way.
I like turtles.
Sorry, Brett. Jeez.
Mason Miller said, that's fair. Rodolfo Morales said, I'm up to episode 168 in my PCC binge watch. Have some money. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's not even by the point that we went live, right? We went live around episode 200, I think. I don't remember exactly.
I don't remember.
Yeah. Well, thank you for going through the archives for us. Shane H. Wilder said, I wasn't going to make y'all pass out yesterday. That's just rude. If it were Tate, that would be a different story.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't want to put him through that.
Yeah, I would have been done.
I
would have been done for.
Think. The DJ Foy said, cheers to my fave morning live show. Because of time zones, you guys start at 5 a.m. Sydney time when I get to the office.
That's honestly
so we
awesome.
are a morning radio show.
We're just a morning radio show for
Aussies.
I love that.
Wait, what is that? What would that mean for the? Is that the Kiwis or is that New Zealand?
That's New Zealand.
Is it like what does that make it? What time is it in New Zealand right?
They get like an extra hour on Australia, so
it's still a morning
6
show.
6 a.m. for them. Yeah.
Australia. Brett, I just sent you the Swingers Upon Main so that we can.
But it's the morning.
Educate the audience
ahead of time.
Both these TikToks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
it's
the tomorrow morning show for Australians.
Oh right.
Because they got basically a whole day on.
Anyone who knows.
I remember this now. Okay, hold on.
What the?
They're
It was me and my long-term boyfriend know that we meet a lot of our friends online these days.
We have made a ton of friends in the Disney community, a majority of which we have met on Swingers Upon Main.
This is an app for swingers by swingers. Swingers that love Disney.
Ashley and I love to swing all over Walt Disney World Resort.
The Grand Floridian.
Main Street, USA.
Cinderella's Castle.
Space Mountain. And people love to drink around the world. Well, how about swinging around the world?
It's our favorite.
Swing Upon Main has Disney lovers from all over the world, and we all just come together in the most magical place on Earth. And heck, why not call it the most fun place on Earth, too?
We don't just trade pins at Magic Kingdom. We trade partners.
Oh boy! You can download the app Swing Upon Main today, and maybe we'll see you there.
And we'll show you a whole new world.
Oh.
There was a second one.
No.
Hi guys, it's Grant.
And Ash.
And we are the co-founders of Swingers Upon Main.
Swingers Upon Main is an app for swingers that also love Disney.
We are here for the first time in Disneyland, hoping to meet some swingers on the app, and we are so excited.
We don't know where this night might take us, but we look forward to meeting the Donald and Daisy to our Mickey and Minnie.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's like
Thanks guys.
So excited.
Have a magical evening.
Shut up! I hate you. Oh my god.
It's
Something
like,
about this is making me so mad.
It's like when they talk about like it's made by someone for someone. It's like only a swinger would know how to make an app for swingers, right?
Only like a
all you
mentally-
other like monogamous posers wouldn't know how to put together an
It's
app.
market
for people.
research.
Yeah.
It is nice that they're not calling themselves polyamorous. They're going with the old school term, swingers.
Shane H. Wilder said it was like episode 190, the one where we started live streaming it. Okay. I don't know if I have the guts to like scroll all the way back and try to watch that just for the cringe factor, but I might. Adam said nacho Puetzel.
Puetzel. You say Puetzel like I like turtles.
But he spelled it that way. If you don't spell it that way, I'm not going to read it that way. High Voltage 75 said you went live episode 119. Okay, I'm hearing different stories now. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
That's how much lore there is. Mary hates lore, but there's lore.
I don't even know our own lore as well as you guys do.
know. Like there'll be days where we're going into IRL the last what'd you talk about today? Like
we have lore. We have lore.
Yeah, the show has lore. I'm saying, but like as soon as whatever we talk about, like it just escapes my brain immediately.
Red Snow said it lasted 2.5 to 3 days. I'm just hyperbolic.
Oh, that is a symptom
That's
of
rough.
food poisoning is hyperbole.
Well, we're glad you survived.
Dude, yeah, thank goodness.
Oop, just in the wrong one there. Yeah, that's Swingers on Main. Also, that couple or whatever, that's like a very popular like influencer. They're not,
like
they're
they're
like, it's a
obviously satirical.
They-
It's not a real app. If you were interested in that kind of thing, you're not going to find it. But
They show up on like red carpets for movie premieres and stuff.
what are they known as? They have like a nickname.
The twink and the redhead.
Yeah, the twink and the redhead. That's what they're known as, and they like do press at red carpets, and
Grant
it's
and
great work
Ash.
if you can get it. Gordon Shumway said, Mary, now you're going to have to start doing your morning AM voice in an Australian accent to please our Australian fans. It's been a while. I don't know why it had such an impact, but like I was just doing the impression of the orcs on Rings of Power. I don't know if I haven't admittedly watched the original Lord of the Rings movies, but I don't remember the orcs having New Zealand accents. They gave the orcs New Zealand accents in Rings of Power, and I couldn't tell like why. It just seemed like such a random decision.
You do a pretty good Australian accent though, and
I don't think I do. Like maybe it was just like in the moment, in the heat
Yeah.
of the moment. I just like felt passionate about
go
it.
for it. Do an intro with the Australian accent.
No, I'm gonna mess it up because I'm under pressure.
That's always the worst.
Do you know how to get into an Australian accent?
Yeah, I have to practice it.
So say the word rise.
Rise like the way I say it, or rise is like
Just say it like in an American accent.
Okay, rise.
up,
up,
lights.
lights,
I'll say it fast.
rise up lights.
Sounds like you're saying razor blades in an Australian accent.
Rise up lights.
Rise up lights.
Oh,
Rise up
I
lights.
get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you get into it. However, the app is isn't just for Disney fans. See, I gotta say it a few more times to really get into it.
I go too British with it.
Yeah, I try to get
accident. And Richie grew up in Australia. I think he said it like until he was in
He's
12?
like 18. I think he said he came here.
But it comes out every once in a while.
It was here when Nick Adams was here.
Maybe he's autistic.
Crazy.
Maybe he's autistic.
Maybe
he's just
Richie's
like
autistic.
Other people's accents and then like started talking like them.
It must be that.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird when Nick Adams was here. He was like, "Oh, hell yeah!" And I was
it just
like,
activates.
What?
It's like a just MK Ultra trigger.
Are we not good enough? Are we not fulfilling your Australian needs?
Somebody's yelling at you like that. You're like, bro, I don't even know what you just said.
Yeah. Speak English or American, maybe. Try that.
High Voltage 75 said, by the way, why did you take down the live test before the first live? That's priceless PCC history. Well, it wasn't meant to be viewed, and it wasn't an episode, but yeah, I don't even know if we have that anymore. I have a screenshot of it. I remember I was like really tiny in the frame for some reason. I looked like a
because it was a sound test.
Dummy.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
I do miss the.
We could have just. Why didn't we do a private live stream though?
I'm not gonna lie. I do miss the old studio. Mainly because it was like a 10-minute commute to work for me.
Well, I miss it because of how much space we had.
Yeah.
This is kind of cramped in comparison, although obviously you guys can't tell.
It was so funny because Vanessa is like coming in here tomorrow. She's like, I can't wait to see the new studio. I'm like, it's a broom closet.
Yeah. Well, look, that's putting it too strongly. It's not actually.
Okay, it's
small.
a big broom closet.
Yeah, you could put like
it's
a few brooms.
Okay,
in
it's
here.
a Jeff Bezos size broom
It's
closet.
a little cramped, but
You could put like 8 brooms in here.
Yeah.
I think it looks better on camera than the last one. The lighting looks a lot better now than it used to.
I mean, that's more to do with the fact that we went from auto settings to manual settings on the cameras.
I think it had to do a lot with the fact that we had the overhead light on in the old studio, and now we just have the stand light.
It's compensated with the filters.
Plus, our cameras are way farther away from our faces. The DJ Foy said, "Mary, just say, yeah, nah." Easy Aussie saying. Is that an Aussie saying?
Nar. They always say
nar.
I thought you said nar. Yeah, I'm confused. Dingus Khan of Gongolia said, kind of like how khakis is car keys in Boston.
Where's my khakis?
That is true.
That's good. I didn't know that.
People don't have accents anymore.
It's
sadly.
so sad. Yeah, Lindy Man talks about it.
I mean, that was the best part of old X-Files episodes is watching all of these supposedly Midwestern people talk like Canadians because it was filmed in Canada.
Yeah.
So they're all saying a boot.
Well,
it's like, well, that doesn't sound very like, you don't sound like you're from Wisconsin. You don't even see it.
I remember watching Degrassi and I was like, why do they say sorry so weird?
Sorry.
Yeah, what's wrong with these people?
Sorry.
Shane H. Wilder said the biggest lore is the episodes where the stream randomly stopped at the same time every day. I still have a copy of the live test from my episode 700
It was
video.
1 hour and 18 minutes into the stream every day. To the second. Like, every day the stream would kill. And
how many days was that going on? It was
I think 3 or 4.
It felt like we were cursed.
And that was because what happened was there was a specific computer in there that was used for IRL because we literally just like dropped into the old IRL studio. And then that computer was getting old anyways, and they wanted to get files off it. So they brought in they basically bought like a pre-built and tried to use that one, and it would stop at 1 hour and 18 minutes every day. It wasn't until we got like a specific rig for the show that we were able to get past that. So, for about a month after that, I'd be eyeing up the stream time.
It gave you PTSD flashbacks.
Yeah, took a while.
I think we're relatively close to a third crisis party.
We're getting pretty close
Y'all
there.
are interested in that.
There's one more here from Red Snow.
Oh, I didn't see that one. Guess where we get water from instead of water? I think that's a Maryland thing, is it not?
Water?
Water? I had Maryland friends who definitely pronounced it water. Or maybe it's a Baltimore thing, specifically Baltimore.
Water.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like very mid-Atlantic, yeah.
All right. I thought it said... I'm blind. I must be autistic. I thought it was.
Are you
later than
good?
this. Yeah. Dude. I must be autistic.
You must have autism, DHD.
ADH autism.
Do you have ADHD? You like make jokes about it, but I was wondering if you ever did.
I
get
was
diagnosed.
put on meds for ADHD for years, but does it even matter? Like, if I do or don't, does it matter? Like,
no.
But you weren't.
You'll always be Brett.
It took me a long time to learn how to focus on stuff after I got clean and was off meds, but I don't know. I don't know.
Were you a kid when you got the diagnosis?
Yeah.
How old are you?
Going into high school, junior high school.
Oh, that's
and
these days.
And my inability to focus was pronounced, but I don't know if that means I had ADHD. But maybe I'm just not that smart. You know, like it's literally a meme, but it's like sometimes, guys, sometimes you're just below average. Maybe I was just below average, and I'm completely fine with that.
I have dangerously low IQ.
We have another.
I do too.
$2 from Red Snow without a message. Thank you.
Very well said. Very well said.
Like I don't remember what I was watching where I was like, maybe our kid's just dumb.
Yeah.
Like I imagine my dad was probably like, maybe he's just stupid.
There's like a moment they threw in the towel. They were just like, oh, well, maybe he'll play football or something.
Like it's like it is one of those things where I have a lot of trouble focusing on stuff, but a lot of that is like, look, if you're on the internet 24/7, if your attention span has been shrunk to nothing because of constant dopamine, resurgence in your brain because you're going on X constantly or you're going on Instagram constantly, how much of that is your cool diagnosis? How much of that is self-inflicted from your own internet habits and inability to concentrate?
I can't focus on boring stuff, but then if it's like a retrospective of Cars, I'm like locked in for like 3 hours. So it's like, sorry, you're just boring. Like school's boring. Why would you pay attention?
Well, it's like, have you ever seen that video where it's like it's like a study they ran and they put a bunch of people in front of it's like 10-minute video about math, 10-minute video of Star Wars.
Yeah.
And then they're shocked that nobody can sit still during the math video as if that is somehow a breakthrough in science. No
Math's
way.
boring.
They didn't want to learn about some weird formula? That's crazy.
Throw away everything. We're gonna relearn everything.
Bro.
Science.
One more from Dingus Khan.
Good eye, mate.
Of
Good eye, mate.
Mongolia.
Good eye, mate.
Good eye, mate.
Yep.
Dingus Khan.
All right. Well, I thought we were going to get to the third crisis party. Somebody could get to that before we sign out. So hit the like button.
Party.
We need $14.
Hit the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel if you are new here, guys, and you have not subscribed here yet already. Please and thank you, especially if you're autistic, ADHD, have Down syndrome, whatever
Shout
it
out
is.
You gotta
all of our
screw loose.
autistic
Subscribe.
Yeah, like if you are on some spectrum somewhere, you should subscribe to this channel right now and get your daily.
If your
content.
head ain't on straight, give us a sub.
Unless
Bunch
of course
freaks here.
Unless of course you're like on the swingers on Main spectrum, then you can stay far away.
Please.
Tate, my friend, where can they find you?
You can find me on X at Real Tate Brown. Same on Instagram.
We got a 20 from Not That John Stewart.
Tate stalks me on X for some reason.
You do that?
I stalked you on X. Who?
This is from Not That John Stewart.
Oh yeah, we do. We've had a few back and forths. Yeah.
What are you guys back and forth about?
I don't remember, but I do remember the username. Yeah, they have bangers. They're like banger tweets.
Shane H. Wilder said Arnar.
Exactly.
And on that note, you can send me validation on Instagram at Mary Archived, or you can send me hate on X. That is also Mary Archived. And help me get TikTok famous. That is also Mary Archived.
Perfect. All right, if you guys want to follow me, I am on Instagram and on X at Brett Dasovic on both of those platforms. This show is 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is, of course, noon Pacific. We are on Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Pandora, and Spotify. If you would like to listen rather than watch this show, you can rate and review on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify, which, of course, always helps out the show as well. If you want to follow us on social media, we are on Twix at PopCulture_show, Facebook at Pop Culture Crisis, Instagram at Pop Culture Crisis Pod. You should stay tuned for a post-credit crisis party coming any second now. There it is!
Thank you.
Delay. delay. I think we're gonna delay the move.
Where'd the lady? I wanted to see the Katy Perry one. There you go. See you guys tomorrow. Bye, everybody.